Next up, we'd like to bring up to the stage and induct Miss Patricia Dowd. Now, Patricia will be inducted tonight by Jerry Quinn. Would Patricia and Jerry please make their way to the stage podium? And before they arrive, I must tell you that Jerry is the Dean of the Cleveland Irish Community, and his Quinn Irish radio show has been on the air for over 45 years.
Thank you. Glad that so many people showed up tonight, came out tonight for this wonderful event, and thank you to Debbie and Ben for all they do for the community. I hope you log on to their website, clevelandpeople.com, to clevelandseniors.com, and the other 30 websites they got also. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce to you a truly remarkable lady, and that lady is Patricia Dowd. Those of us that have known her for all those years simply know her as Pat Dowd. This woman has worn many hats throughout her life, and each one she has worked with dedication and grace. Now, I'm limited to 2 minutes, so I urge you to check the bio in tonight's program book, and I think you will find it is very, very impressive. She is a former member of a religious order, a teacher, an office manager, a small business owner, and in addition to all that, is an active participant and leader in Irish American Club activities, where she has shared her passion for her heritage with others. But there is much more to this wonderful lady than just an impressive resume. She is a person of great character, someone who is sincere, trustworthy, and immensely talented. Her students admired her dedication and patience as a teacher, and her colleagues, they looked up to her as a role model. As a member of the religious order, she brought a compassion and commitment to helping those in need. And as an office manager, she exhibited her organizational skills and attention to detail. As a small business owner, she took the risk that small businesses take. She invested her savings and she followed her dreams. And her success speaks to her incredible work ethic and determination. And throughout it all, she has remained grounded in her values and her faith, which has made her a source of inspiration to all who know her. So please now, join me in giving a warm welcome to this extraordinary woman who truly embodies the best of what it means to be a teacher, a leader, and a loyal, trusted friend. Pat Dowd, you deserve the very best because you are the very best. I give you Pat Dowd.
If you can't hear me, well, I think I better take this in my hand again. Better, maybe not. Okay. Thank you, Jerry. If anybody needs someone to write an obituary for them, Jerry's the man to see. I forgot all about the things that he mentioned. It is truly an honor to be here with all of you tonight, and I thank the Cleveland International Hall of Fame for selecting me as a representative of the Irish community in Greater Cleveland. I was always proud of the fact that my heritage included both Irish and German on both my mother's and my father's side. But with the startup of the Irish American Club East Side in the late 70s and early 80s, I became thoroughly involved with all things Irish, sometimes forgetting that there was another side to my Catholic background. Okay. The Irish American Club was welcomed with open arms on the east side of Cleveland, to the point that nearly every event which we sponsored was a sellout, and our friends from the west side, the Irish American Club, supported our efforts to bring in Irish bands, entertainers, speakers, plays, and all things Irish. After purchasing our own building in Euclid in 1981, our membership grew by leaps and bounds. As membership secretary at the time, I can attest to the fact that more than 2,000 people had joined the club and many volunteered for various committees. One of those committees was the Cultural and Educational Committee. We went to Severance Hall on a bus to see the Chieftains, a very popular Irish band, and then to the Great Lakes Shakespeare Festival to see the Irish play Playboy of the Western World. The Cultural Committee presented arts and crafts fairs, multiple Cleveland Irish players performances, medieval banquets, Irish history, and Gaelic lessons. In August 1986, that Cultural Committee officially became the Patrick Pierce Center, a 501c3 organization which could hold fundraising events such as reverse raffles and Monte Carlos and accept the tax-deductible donations for cultural and educational programs and events. The establishment of an Irish history library became a top priority, and the club's construction committee worked tirelessly on this project, so that in September 1987, the Patrick Pierce Center Library was officially opened for business. The center continued offering Irish language lessons, Irish history lessons, adult Cayley and hardship dance lessons, and those lessons were taught by Sheila Murphy and Bob Crawford, who are here with us tonight. Those lessons, by the way, adult lessons, lasted for about 25 years. It was the longest adult Irish dance classes in the country. With the untimely death in March of the center's first president, Lonnie McCauley, the Patrick Pierce Center Board voted to rename the library the Lonnie McCauley Library, that is what is named today, and the formal dedication took place in September 2001. I was honored to induct Lonnie into Cleveland's International Hall of Fame the first year of its formation in 2013. In addition to my involvement with the Patrick Pierce Center, life continued at a fast pace within the Irish American Club East Side, as the club continued to grow to more than 3,500 members. Additional terms of office as club treasurer, membership secretary, and member at large kept me busy, as did my various roles in the Irish festivals of Greater Cleveland. One especially gratifying project was that of serving on the committee raising funds to erect the Cleveland Famine Memorial on the banks of the Cuyahoga River. The Famine Memorial was dedicated in 2000 and commemorated the Great Irish Hunger of the 1840s and 50s in Ireland, in which millions died and many more were forced from their homeland on the coffin ships. Just about every major city in the United States has erected a monument to this tragedy so that it will never be forgotten. The Cleveland Irish supported this project wholeheartedly and are proud to be among those who remember. And looking back over this many years of my involvement with the Irish community, they have been very fulfilling for me personally. I have made so many special and wonderful friends. I have learned so much about my own heritage and am proud we have been able to help educate others about our history through the various programs and opportunities available to us. We are so fortunate to live in such a diverse and culturally rich environment. What a gem we have in Cleveland's Irish Cultural Gardens, where so many nationalities are proud to share their stories of the past and look forward to the One World celebrations of the present and the future. Each of us here tonight has a special history of their own to tell. And even if you don't have the opportunity to share your story to a large audience, be sure to share it with your family, especially your children and grandchildren. For as time goes on, there are fewer and fewer first-generation folks who hold so much of your nationality's heritage in their hearts. We all know how life can change in an instant. So share your stories now. Thank you, Debbie and Dan, and to my good friend Jerry Quinn for this special honor. And thanks to all of you for coming tonight.